Hello, beautiful being. I'm Trini. Welcome to In Her Dreams. And welcome to your reading. I'm so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Okay. So I'm already getting vibes of spiritual warfare and peace and restoration for you. Okay, you're getting back on track. It's like sidetracked. I feel like there was someone or people who were sidetracking you or trying to get you sidetracked, trying to get you off of your path. And I feel like they did for a little while. But you've used this as an opportunity to do something really amazing. Okay. I've already laid some cards. A lot of things have already come through. I've jotted some down, so if you see me looking at my notes over here, and I feel like Spirit is just going to bring some things back to my memory from meditation earlier. I'm going to pull a charm for you, and I'm also going to pull more cards during the reading. Also, for this reading, take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Alright, beautiful being, let's see what Divine is bringing through for a charm for you. Okay. Ooh. Aw, an elephant. Also, 8 is coming through. Infinity, cycles that have led you to your strength. Okay, so cycles that have made you stronger, cycles that have helped you to understand the depths of who you are. You've peeled the layers. Okay, there are some things that you've shed emotionally, spiritually. Also, your ancestors are coming through very strong. They have been assisting you, backing you up as you have been breaking generational curses. Okay? They have been with you throughout these cycles. And they want to remind you that you're not just going round and round. That's not your path. You're not going around in circles. You are experiencing cycles where you are elevating yourself and you're growing and you're ascending. Okay, so you might come back around to heal something or experience something that helps you to understand more and grow more, but you're also growing, you're also ascending, always. They're making that very clear. They're like, tell them they are always growing, and we've been watching, and we're behind you. They say they're behind you. So your ancestors are letting you know right now that if you ever feel like you're gonna fall, they got you. They're not gonna let you fall. Okay? Beautiful. So the elephant here, elephants might be special to you. You might have a connection with the animal spirit of the elephant. First of all, you have a very good memory. Divine is saying that you're remembering less and less the things that have hurt you. Now what you're carrying with you is the lessons. Okay, so you're carrying less and less of the pain associated with the trying times you've been through, and you're cherishing the lessons that you've learned. Okay? Also, grieving. You might be feeling grief at this time. Elephants are amazing because they grieve when a family member passes. When an elephant passes, they grieve. Okay? So, highly emotionally intelligent. And Divine is welcoming you to enter a space where you give yourself grace and patience to process grief. If you've lost someone in the physical realm, someone dear to you, Divine says Speak to them. Speak to them. Talk to them if you don't already. It's something you might want to try. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but it would be helpful if you haven't already spoken to them or made a practice of that, or just whenever you feel like it, just talk to them. There's someone on the other side who wants to hear your voice. They want to hear you talk to them. Okay? Oh, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, please give yourself patience, because when someone crosses over, you know, it can be years. My mother passed, I think 2 years ago in 2022. And just today, I was cleaning out a drawer and I found pictures of her and I just started crying. And it felt good though. It felt good to cry. So years can pass and we still get emotional. That emotion reminds you of the love that you still have for them. It's pure, it's beautiful, and if you just let it wash over you and pass instead of fighting it, because you might feel like you're supposed to be past a certain feeling of grief. Divine says, no, take your time. It's normal and it's beautiful to feel the feelings that you have. Just let yourself process them. And please don't criticize yourself for what you feel. Okay? You've also got the butterfly. I feel like that's such a beautiful follow-up to that message about grief. Thank you, Spirit. But this butterfly, you are transforming, and you already have transformed so much, and your ancestors are helping you with this. Your spirit allies as well. Spiritual work is coming through. I feel like some of you are being called or led to either begin with doing rituals, okay, using the elements, doing whatever sort of magic comes to you, whether it's candle magic, dream magic. A lot of people like to astral travel. You can do magic with nature. Whatever speaks to you. Sexual magic is coming through, okay? However it is that you want to connect with the divine, and whatever feels natural to you, or intriguing, or familiar, because what's coming through is that you are reawakening powers that you had in past lifetimes. So your soul remembers, and you are remembering your powers, your spiritual powers, your magical gifts and powers in this lifetime. So certain things might feel familiar to you, certain rituals. Divine was bringing through, as I was meditating, banishing and blessing. They were saying, for some of you, it's really important to cleanse your space. You can do uncrossing rituals. You can do banishing rituals, but whenever you do a ritual like that where you're creating a void, you're getting rid of energy or you're pushing it away, you may transmute it as well, but you're creating a void, so you want to bless the energy as well. Okay, so don't just banish, make sure you protect and bless your space, yourself, your home, your children if you have children, whoever's dear to you. Do your protective magic. It's very powerful. You are a very, very powerful worker, spiritual worker, alchemist, magician, okay? Okay, so with the cards I pulled, I can see where, okay, there's spiritual warfare going on. I feel like this has been ongoing. You've got the birds here and the mice. So there have been people talking, there have been people perhaps stalking, there have been people in your space trying to get to you and trying to get something that is very special to you. For some of you, this is your destiny. You have people who have wanted to swap destinies with you. They don't like their life. They don't like their social life. They don't like their spiritual life. They don't like their marital life. If they're married or whatever their relationship status is, they don't like it and they want what you got. Some of you are, what's that card from the Kipper-ish deck? Single, sexy, and successful. They want to be like you. Some of you are happily in a relationship and they want to be like you. For some of you, you're in a relationship, but you're working on it. You've been through something. I mean, who hasn't? But you've been through something and you're working on it. They want to be like you. They see the effort that you put into yourself and they want to be like you. That's why you get people talking with these birds here. Okay? But the thing about it is that it's not really this like sweet, beautiful bird energy. They're mice, but they're talking. Okay? So they want to dig into your energy. They want to access your aura and take away what it is that they feel they don't have. I'm getting vampire energy, okay, here. They're lurking. But you feel this. You're aware of this. Okay? You've been aware of their hideous deeds for a while. This could be something ongoing. I've got the Winter card here. I feel like the situation that you faced with these mice, it made you feel like you weren't fruitful, but you are. You've always been fruitful. They've always wanted what you have, and they've always wanted access to your energy, because these mice thought that they could, if they could access your world, they could be like you. The problem here is that with the moon, they didn't want to access your energy in order to share and bless you and learn from you and experience time with you that was positive. They wanted to take from you. You've demonstrated strength. That's also seen here with the anchor. You are rooted and grounded, and you're never going, that's like the message from the ancestors, you're never going to fall. You're never going to fall. And if you start to fall, the ancestors are behind you. They got you. They're not going to let you fall. Okay? They're saying you would have fallen by now. If you haven't given up at this point, you're never going to give up. Okay? And they're not going to let you give up anyway. So you're being encouraged to use protection. The Athame has been coming through to me. I was on Etsy today looking at some jewelry. I love jewelry. And there was a necklace with an Athame. I think that's how you say it, okay? The sword, like a small sword or knife that you use. You can use it to direct energy as you would a wand. You can use it to cut energy away from you out of your auric field. But that was coming through to me earlier today when I saw that on Etsy. It was a necklace that had one on there. And also the wand has been coming through. This is your masculine energy. Your ability to direct frequencies. Okay? To cut away what you don't want connected to you or attached to you. So you can even use visualization for this. You can have a visual sword that cuts away the negative energy that's been trying to keep at your energy, to always remain with you. There are a lot of things that you've experienced, a lot of people that you've come in contact with, and they just weren't meant to come along for the ride. They would love to, but it's that they don't respect you. They just want what you have. They want to use you, so they cannot come along for the ride. So use visualization to cut away those ties, to cut cords. And you can do this often. Also, a spiritual bath is so wonderful. I feel like water signs really love spiritual baths, or if you have significant water energy in your chart where you're kind of set up where you love the water. If you love to work with water, then cleanse your energy with a spiritual bath, okay? There's something significant that's happening this winter, okay? So whenever you're watching this, the following winter, or if you're now in winter when you're watching this, I'm recording it in the summer though, but there's something very significant that's going to happen for you. And Spirit says it's ironic because the trials and tribulations that you've experienced made you feel like you were living in winter all the time. The goal of your enemies and ops was to distract you from your blessings. So even though you were living in spring energy because you were fertile, you were creative, you were giving birth to ideas and endeavors, and you were able to do this, but the enemies and ops wanted to take that off your radar. They wanted to take your gifts and abilities and talents away from your mental space. They didn't want you to remember who you are. And so even though you were creative and able to manifest, they wanted you to forget that. And so you felt like you were in a winter, but the next winter is going to be very fruitful for you. The irony of it, right? You're going to manifest. Well, Divine, what are they going to manifest? Oh. So this is something regarding your intuition. It's something that you have been doing. I see you doing spiritual work to manifest something in your life. Oh, okay. Well, we got the star at the bottom of the deck. Thank you, Spirit. So this is something related to you radiating your light like a star, sharing your gifts, and being truly yourself. Because here, like the star, she's naked. She's not afraid to be vulnerable. Divine is not suggesting that you are vulnerable with everyone around you, because it's important to be mindful of whether or not you can trust someone with your feelings and your deepest thoughts. But there is something creatively that you're doing where you are entering and enjoying a sense of vulnerability because you are truly yourself. There's something or part of you that you are sharing with others, and it feels like art to me. It feels like something that you're creating and putting out there. And so the wintertime is going to be extremely fruitful for you. You're manifesting something that you've been doing rituals, or you've been visualizing this coming into fruition, and it's happening because you've been doing your work. High Priestess, you've been connecting with the divine. What's coming through is that you're not afraid of your darkness, because you know the High Priestess, this is true divine feminine energy, and it is dark. It explores our depths. This is the subconscious mind coming through. You've also been learning about certain experiences you've had that were traumatic or extremely painful, and that's where that layering, taking away the layers, peeling the layers of the onion, okay? Exploring the deepest parts of you. Somehow you're turning that into art or poetry or something that you can create and share. You're the star. Also, with the star being card 17, that's 1 and 7 is 8. So this is, you have the strength to make your dreams come true. You also are building something that lasts, because 1 and 7 is 8. That is 8, like the infinity sign, okay? What was coming through earlier in meditation is Saturn energy. You may have Saturnian energy significant in your chart where it works out that you have been working on something, building something, and it has taken a while. Spirit says it's been a long time coming, but the timing is just right. And you have been achieving staying power. That's what you've been achieving, is staying power. Because this star energy was not meant to be like a supernova where you just, you know, it's bright and then it's not. No, that's not you. You're here to stay. You're here to stay. Okay? I think that's what a supernova is, right? Don't they like burn out? Alexa, what is a supernova?
A supernova is the explosive death of a star, which can be caused by gravitational collapse. During a supernova event, a star increases its luminosity by up to 20 magnitudes.
Okay, Alexa, stop. Yeah, so it's a star that burns out. That's not you. You've got staying power. You're here to stay, Spirit says. Oh, Spirit says you're going everywhere and nowhere. You're going nowhere because you have staying power. You're going everywhere because you're achieving your full potential. Okay. Okay. Yeah, like the anchor. You're anchored in, okay? And I love how Spirit has this anchor right next to the birds and the mice, because they're letting you know that nothing can shake you. The people who talk, the people who gossip, the people who test you and who try to get back in your energy, they can't shake you. This one stayed down. Let's see what this is. Ooh, freedom leap. This is your honest energy, an energy of freedom, opportunities. Okay. I want to get some clarity on, what is your tarot for that? I want to get some clarity on these mice and birds. Well, straight out the bat, we got 7 of Swords, 8 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. So betrayal, deceit, conflict. And it's in communication. Because you got the 7 of Swords here, there was this group or these people. This could be family. This could be a work situation. This could be a community environment, something where you live. Okay? But it's a group of people that used betrayal and deceit in their communication about you. Who is the... Okay, yeah, it's a community, because we've got 3 of Pentacles here. But, you know, this person standing up on the bench, I feel like there was a ringleader. There always is. There was a ringleader. That's how it always gets started. Okay, so this one person had an issue with you, and then they dragged everybody else into it. Because this is a person that can't fight their own fights. They need support, okay? They need a crowd to rally against their enemy. Divine is saying this person still thinks they were right to do what they did, but they know that they look bad. Okay? I feel like the reason why Spirit is bringing that message through, letting you know that this person still stands by, deep inside, they still stand by what they did, is because if they ever come back with an apology, trying to ask for forgiveness and trying to get back into your graces, your good graces, Divine just wants to reassure you that this person has a lot more karma to get through. Like those cycles there, you've been working to ascend, you know, like this. You have experienced cycles, but you're ascending all the while. This person has been descending. Okay, so they're going in the opposite direction as you. And so that's a no-go. That's a no-go. Okay? Yeah, because this spread that I just laid, it ends with 5 of Swords. This person is still in a way of conflict. They're still the antagonist. Okay? They're still in a way where they would try to cause problems and chaos. Tell me about this communication, Divine. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Ooh. So they wanted to create a detour for your fate, for your destiny. You see that? I gotta be honest with you. This person, they know that you're a star. They know good and well that you are a star. And they know your destiny. They know that you are destined for greatness. They feel it. This person may have even had dreams of you being very successful. But they have told so many lies. I just looked up there. I've got a Rising Phoenix poster. They triggered at least one situation where you had to rise again. You had to rise up from the ashes. And this may have happened several times, depending on the amount of time that this person was in your space or in your world, okay? But see, they could not create a detour for you that would last because divine intervention was always taking place in your life. You have constant divine intervention in your world. You are so blessed. You are so protected by your ancestors and your spirit allies. There was no way that this person was going to remain in your world, bringing chaos and destruction. Okay? If it were up to this person, they would still be in your life causing chaos. If it were up to them, they would still be causing constant detours for you. You might hear my belly growling. Yeah, that's okay. All right. So I feel like the reason why this person is coming through so strong is because they're having lots of thoughts that are isolating. They feel isolated. See, they used to have these people all around them that they had rallied up against you, told just the right lies that sounded right to these people who had no intuitive power to understand that, first of all, you weren't one to mess with. Second of all, you were never going to stay down. And thirdly, that you are divine. They couldn't see it. But see, things have changed now because you're well on your path of the star, of being a star, of radiating this energy. So people see this now. And also the star is about healing. People can see that you have healed yourself. I feel like some of these people in this Three of Pentacles, these mice that were working against you in the Seven of Swords energy, now they want something from you. Now they want your energy. You know, they may have, if you are, that's what came through at the beginning of the reading, as a powerful spiritual worker. That's what's coming through for you, that you are a powerful spiritual worker. Some of these people may have had an issue with your spiritual path. They might not do things like you. Maybe they are religious. Maybe they are dogmatic. And so, with the lies that this person was telling, for some of you, it's how you work. This person was telling lies about how you work, how you do your work, like saying that you do something under the table, like underhanded, or they were saying that you did something in a way that wasn't honest or accurate. Okay? And these people believe this person. But now they see that you're the star. They can't help but see it. Because it's the way you walk. It's the way you talk. You've changed. And in the face of all that evil, all those secrets, all of that chit-chat that they had going about you behind your back, all they've seen you do is be strong. They have literally watched you manifest strength in the face of adversity, and that has blown their minds. To be honest with you, even the ringleader, their mind is blown. But they would never admit it. And if they did say something complimentary, it's to try to reel you back in. I'm so sorry. I see how wonderful you are. I don't know what I was thinking. And all they want is to gain your trust. That's all they want. Okay, so this person was doing all of this, all this extra nonsense, spreading these lies, trying to invade your world energetically, trying to stop your destiny, trying to steal your fate. They were doing this in order to burden you creatively. They did not want you on that horse moving forward, doing the things that you are meant to do that take you to this star energy, which you're already in it. That's why they're sorry. Because they see you as a success. They know that you have stood the test of time. And they've watched you transform into this beautiful butterfly. And they want a piece. They want to catch a ride. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Not everybody was meant to come along for the ride. Okay, there's also 10 of Pentacles here. So there was something regarding your finances, your wealth. For some of you, this could be someone in your family who wanted to access your finances or steal something from you. Because with that 7 of Swords, this was a thief. This was somebody who wanted to take from you, okay? They wanted every last one of those swords. And with that being there with the 10 of Pentacles, this could have been about an inheritance. But for certain, there was some financial gain that they wanted to get from you. And they wanted to intimidate you because this person and these people, these mice, they were creating fear. They wanted to fill you with fear in order to bring you to a weak state so that they could take what they wanted to take away from you. For some of you, what they wanted to take away was your stability in your home and in your family. Okay, because what they wanted was to create chaos so that you would not be able to do the things that you are called to do. But what they forgot was that you have divine, mighty protection that will never let you fall. Okay? Oh, sure. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, I'm feeling this. Oh, look. At the bottom here, we have congratulations. Oh, look. Because look, congratulations. Oh, yeah, success. And then deceit. Because in spite of all of this deceit and betrayal that you experienced, that you faced, you still become the star. Okay, so Divine is congratulating you for that. What does this beautiful being need to hear or know? The plot thickens. Okay, so this person or some people in this group that were very deceptive, they are in complete denial about their lack of loyalty. And there's somebody here who is feeling lust. That's why Spirit is giving this message of warning, because this person is very motivated to get back into your energy. And for some of you, this is a lustful vibe that they have for you. So if this was a romantic situation, there's manipulation that they're trying to come back to you with, where they want to control you. But there's a sexual lust there as well. And I feel like for some of you, they would try to use that. Like if there's chemistry, you know, because It's possible to have chemistry with the devil. I mean, the devil card can represent sex. It can happen. You know, a person doesn't have to have a good heart in order for you to have sexual chemistry with them or to be attracted to them. So for those of you that this applies to, please remind yourself of all that you have done in order to separate your energy, to clear your energy from this vampire. But for others of you, this person you have never laid a hand on them. They have never touched you. But that's a part of their obsession, is physical lust. What's coming through is that this could be, for some of you, a same gender situation where they have not been forthcoming or upfront about their attraction to you. There could be some layers of shame there that they have if they have not come to a state of peace within themselves with their sexuality. But yeah, there's lust. Okay, so okay, let me pull a couple cards from What's the Tea. Okay, so we've got belligerent here. This person could be, I feel like they are imbalanced, and I feel like they're going through something right now that has created a certain level of frustration and chaos in their own world, because they're going through it. And that's why they are wanting to circle back around to you. Yeah, Mr. Fake Nice Guy. Miss Fake Nice Girl. Oh, we got another one here. This is a newer deck. Oh, deep-seated discrimination. Okay, so that could have been a part of this Three of Pentacles here. The lies that they were telling, the gossip and all of that, saying that there was something that they didn't agree with about you. But what it was that they said they didn't agree with about you, that you do or that you are, that's what they're the most jealous of. So if you're a spiritual worker, which I know you are, Shay, and they were criticizing your spiritual path, that's what they want, is they want to be like you with your spirituality. For those of you that they were criticizing how you do your job, how you work, how you do your passion, whatever it is that earns you money or that you invest your time and energy in, they were criticizing how you did it. But that's exactly what they want to do. They want to do it how you do it. For some of you, this is about your heritage. They were discriminating against you because they want to be of your race, your ethnicity. Okay? So this especially applies if you all are of different ethnicities, or it could also be where you're from. It could be your background. What's coming through is that for some of you, this person that caused so much chaos, they had a very humble background financially growing up, and it's something that they're very self-conscious of. They feel very ashamed of their background. For some of you, the person that was causing chaos for you, they grew up in poverty, and they're ashamed of this. And so whether it's how you grew up, if you grew up more comfortable, or if that's what you have achieved for yourself, maybe you had a humble background as well, but you have achieved stability for yourself. Okay? They're jealous of it. Okay? So that's what Spirit really wants you to know, is that what they have criticized you for, that's what they want to be. They want to be just like you. Okay, that commercial, I want to be like Michael Jordan from back in the day. They want to be like you. Okay? Also Michael, Archangel Michael, that's a part of your protection. He's coming through with his protective energy and his sword. Okay, because that keeps coming through with the sword. Alright, now Mr. Fake Nice Guy, Miss Fake Nice Girl. Okay? Yeah, it's fake. So if they are making a return, talking some nonsense about how they are so sorry, how they have completely changed, or how they want your help. So I may be speaking to an empath. I feel like you have very strong empathic gifts and abilities. And so if this person tries to come back around, they are in suffering. And you would pick up on that. You would know, because you feel that. Don't allow your empathy to be abused by this person. Okay, because yes, they are suffering, but they have brought this suffering on themselves. Yeah, caught out there. So things have not been going well for this person because you have pushed them out of your auric field, out of your space. Okay, you have not been allowing them to access your energy. You have created boundaries, and now they've gotten caught and they're in trouble. Okay, they're in trouble. That's why they want to make a comeback. What's the trouble, Divine? I'm gonna pull from this one a fresh deck. Thank you, Spirit. What's the trouble? Okay, so with this Sun, there's success that they see you having and they want some. Like with this Page of Pentacles, Scribe of Scarabs, they want your, it looks like they want your financial assistance. Okay? They want your financial assistance. This person is having issues with money and they want your support. Also, for some of you, this is their overall stability. Because with caught out there, they've been into some things that they should not have been in. They've gotten involved with something that has set them in a negative way. This could be with a boss. Okay, we've got the Emperor here. Or a partner. Okay. This person could be with an Emperor in a relationship and they've gotten caught out there. You know what I mean? Or they could have gotten caught out there with an Emperor. This could be an Aries. It's a strong masculine figure. That's who they're in trouble with. Either because they were in a relationship with an Emperor and they got caught out there, okay? Or they got in trouble with an Emperor. And that could definitely be a boss. There's a lack of success that they have experienced regarding an Emperor. And this was due to some shenanigans. So the same kind of stuff they were doing with you, this manipulation, they've been doing it to a lot of other people. So, yeah, they're up for a cycle of justice where they are experiencing karma. Because justice brings balance. So they were tipping the scales way too far. And now they have to pay. Okay? Alright. Thank you, Divine. I want to pull a couple of these Sacred Destiny cards. And then I'll end with a Lilith card. Ashe, because we love Lilith. Action. Yes, you're being... because you came through as the Knight of Wands there. You know, they were trying to block you. But Divine is saying to get on that horse and move forward with your dreams, with your goals, with your creative energy. You can't be stopped. And so your fire is calling you. Okay? Take steps forward with your creative energy. Divine is saying to connect with the sunset or the sunrise. Okay? That time of morning or evening is very, very powerful for you. For some of you, this is because of photography. You're being called to go out during that, you know, the golden hour, I think they call it, where it's that really beautiful, warm, soft sunlight that's gentle, but it just warms you up. and take some photos of yourself. This could be for your business. Okay, put this energy into your business. Be activated and generated by the sun. That's what they're saying, by the sun's gentle energy. You might also want to just go outside and connect energetically with the sun. It might not be that you're getting something done creatively. I do see some of you going outside and painting while you're watching the sunset or watching the sunrise. So for those of you who are painters, artists, create music at this time. Yeah, sun is coming through. Ashe Ra. Ashe. Ashe. Sun is definitely coming through to support you during those gentle hours of sunset and sunrise. Okay, I got, oh, purity. Divine says you're pure. You are pure of heart. And that's one of the most beautiful things about you, is that throughout this time where things were so murky and so dark, and you had people spreading lies and betraying you and stabbing you in your back, you remained pure. That makes you unique. It sets you apart. And it's also giving you this strength. And his eye, okay, so David Bowie is coming through. There might be a song by David Bowie that inspires you. Also, because, you know, the different color eyes. But also, this is because you're unique. All right? You know how David Bowie was like out there, right? And he wasn't afraid to be different, to be what some people would label as weird, but he was genius. And that's your gift, is that you are so unique and you are so genius and you're pure of heart. That combination cannot lose. You cannot lose. And that's what makes you the star. Is not just your ability to be yourself, but to shine as you, as your unique self. Okay? And to present your work, your art, your words, your beauty to the world. Ashe, spirit. Okay, ooh, there's an opportunity coming. Okay, so look out for that. Look out for... I keep going back to the rising phoenix. I feel like there's something about your story, perhaps with this situation that went down, with these attacks that you have faced and become stronger because of. There's an opportunity coming to you that's creative. And you're really going to benefit from it. Yeah, courage and trust. Divine is asking you to trust yourself, okay? Also, a message was coming to me in meditation. So those of you in a relationship, it could be romantic, platonic, it could be a family relationship, just someone that you love. There may have been trust issues, okay? So I'm glad Spirit is bringing this through because it came through earlier. But what they're saying is that there may be someone in your world that you love who they're limited in what they can be or what they can give. And for those of you that this message is for, it's not like this person wants to cheat you out of something or they want to betray you. It's not that. This is a person who's also pure of heart, okay? So I'm not talking about karmics and, okay? But they are limited in what they can give you because it's a personality thing, okay? But also, Divine is saying to look in the other areas of what they give you. Look at the other aspects of what they give you. So maybe this person is an excellent nurturer, okay? They're a very good friend. Even if this person is in a romantic relationship with you, but this person is a good friend, but there's something else that they struggle with, okay? Divine is asking for your trust in yourself, that whatever it is, whatever need has not been met by this person in your connection, that your need will be met. So there's something that you may have been looking to this person to provide for you that they are not capable of providing for you at this time, because that's where they are right now in their growth. in their karmic lessons. This is where they are. And what's coming through is that they have a lot to offer, but there's something that you may have wanted from them that they're not able to give or to be for you at this time. But there's still love there. Okay, so that's a very specific message, but it's not for someone, if you're experiencing like a karmic, abusive, toxic situation, that's, okay, this doesn't apply to that. This is for someone that perhaps you are working on the relationship with them. There is love there. There are good vibes. But of course, with any relationship, we have to work on them, right? So that's a part of this person's journey, is being what they can be to you. But divine is going to bring to you whatever it is that this person is not being that you need. If you need it, you're going to get it. Perhaps not from this person, but you're going to get it. Okay? You've got courage here. Divine is asking you to have courage and trust in yourself as you move forward with the Knight of Wands, with your creative energy. Divine says there is nothing that you create that you should be ashamed of. Nothing. You might second guess some of the things that you make, some of the things that you design, some of the things that you channel, some of the things that you create. Divine is saying there's no reason for you to ever second guess your work, because it's an expression of your purity of heart, of your courage, and of the trust that you have in the divine. Okay? All right, let's see what Lilith is bringing through. Thank you, divine, for these messages. I'm so grateful. Ashe Lilith. I was working with Lilith, well, yesterday and this morning. I just love her. I lit a red candle for her. It's burning right now on my altar. Ashe Lilith. What message do you have for this beautiful being? Oh. Okay. Oh, that one went in here. Oh, there's a message there. Adama, Mother Earth. Okay. You may have been staying indoors. So that one went back in the box. You may be staying indoors right now. If you are able to go outside, please go outside. This came through in the last reading, I believe it was. Or if you can't go outside, open your windows. You know, sun was coming through. So please connect with the elements, because they're going to be so healing to you. Ashe, thank you, Lilith, for that message. You've got Venus here, love and abundance. Thank you, Lilith. Okay? Also, people with the energy of Venus that radiate that energy, or that naturally connect with Venus, typically attract a lot of jealousy, envy, and hatred, because Venus is the energy of love and abundance. Who doesn't want that? Everybody wants prosperity, you know, nobody wants to struggle, and everybody wants to feel connected to and beloved, okay? So this is your natural state, and this is what you are not only attracting to you, but you're radiating it, okay? Because that's the law of attraction. You're radiating it, and so that is automatically what you're attracting to you. So let's see what Mother Lilith is bringing through. This is card number 25. Those numbers might be significant, or 7, okay? 25, 25, 2, 5. Venus loves to make life easier. Ashe, isn't that what I just said? Nobody wants to struggle, right? And divine doesn't want you to struggle either. Sometimes we go through a stage of struggle where we're growing, but you're not meant to stay there. You're not meant to stay in a state of struggle, okay? All right. Venus loves to make life easier, beautiful, and joyful. She's a sprinkle of cosmic glitter, the life of the party. When this card appears, the opulent energy of Venus is sashaying into your life. Ooh, sashay, sashay, sashay. Expect financial breakthroughs, romantic improvements, or the desire to change your aesthetic appearance. If you have dealt with any relationship challenges, Venus brings peace. Ashe. Thank you, Spirit. I feel like that's related to the message I was bringing to you that I got in meditation earlier about your needs being met. Okay, it might not come through or from the person that you expect it to. You may manifest it yourself, whatever it is that you need. You may manifest it yourself, but divine will bring you what you need. If you have an important negotiation or judicial matter in your life, the scales will tip in your favor, okay? Some of you might be dealing with a judicial matter regarding this person that was trying to create so much chaos in your life, but Venus is coming through to support you with that, all right? In ancient Roman mythology, Venus is the divine feminine goddess of love, relationships, beauty, fertility, harmony, material worth, and abundance. The planet Venus is called a morning star. Didn't I say you the star? That's what Spirit brought through. As its bright magnetic light is visible in the sky at dawn. Dawn, we were talking about dusk and dawn. It all comes together. In astrology, Venus is the planetary ruler of harmonious air sign Libra and sensual earth sign Taurus. Ashe. Libra is associated with equality, balance, art, beauty, romance, love, and aesthetics. Taurus invokes sensuality, abundance, luxury, fertility, elegance, and nature. Venus represents what we find attractive, how we manage our finances, and what we enjoy. Identify your Venus sign in your natal chart and find out your love needs in the following list. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up to the camera. You can take a screenshot of that if you like. There you go. And I always put a link in the description box for you to run your natal chart for free if you haven't already done that. You are magnetic. Love, abundance, and joy are on its way to you. Ashe, Spirit. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, beautiful being. I am so grateful that you joined me for this reading. Thank you so much. And please be sure to like, and you can leave me a nice comment. And also don't forget to subscribe. And if you'd like to check out the creations that I make with love and send to you with love, please take a look at them. You can visit the link in the description box for my shop. And I also have some products linked to this video. Okay? All right, beautiful being. I wish you peace. I wish you joy and so many blessings. Take care.